Day 12 of Sri and Dewani's trial has adjourned for lunch in the Western Cape High Court. News 24's Roy Mackenzie is sitting through proceedings and he's nipped out of the courtroom into studio to help us make sense of what's happened so far today. Roy, is it complicated?
It's not really complicated, it's just kind of slow and really methodical and nothing terribly interesting or exciting, sadly. But I think that's, what happens in the justice system. You just have to go through everything and cross all the T's and dot all the I's and get everything done properly.
When you spoke to us yesterday, the taxi driver, Zola Tonga, was on the stand. Is he still there?
He's still on the stand and he's still being cross-examined by the defense advocate, Francois van Zyl. And really what the defense is doing is going through all of his previous statements, his plea bargain, his statement that he made to the police at the time, and even the testimony and the statements of the others who were implicated in the crime, and just looking for every inconsistency that they can find.
And are they finding many?
There are quite a few, and Tonga just sort of says, oh, it must have been a mistake, or, mistakes happen, or something like that. So, some of them are kind of big, some of them are not really, but what the state is what the defense is trying to do is just poke as many holes in his testimony as possible to try and establish that he's not a reliable or credible witness. And then the state's case is doesn't really have much of a case.
Right, now it's Thursday and you and I have spoken every day this week, and the sort of general thrust that I'm getting is this isn't looking good for the state, is it?
It's not, no. Zola Tonga was really their star witness. That's the only person who had contact with both Sri and Dewani and with the alleged hitman. So if his testimony is not considered credible, well then I don't know what else they've got to work on.
So you use the word alleged hitman because of course Shrien is saying that he had absolutely nothing to do with this at all. So how is the defense making sense of the interactions between Zola and Shrien that seems suspicious?
Look, there's enough evidence that they did have plenty of interaction. There's CCTV footage, there's telephone footage, but the defense's picture, and this is what Dewani argued in his plea explanation, is that obviously Tonga picked him up at the airport, they drove to the Cape Grace Hotel. During that time they chatted, he said he can take them on tours, so they arranged to do that. He took them to exchange money, all of the things which could possibly have happened. It's fairly credible. The defense's argument that the money that was withdrawn, which was supposedly used for the hit, was, they say that was going to be used for a surprise helicopter trip.
Oh, right.
And Tonga says he's never heard anything about that, but it really comes down to whose word is more reliable.
That's News 24's Roy Mackenzie. Follow him on Twitter for all the latest Dewani updates and stay tuned to News 24 Live. We've got all the latest video news on the Dewani trial.